All right, this is just a quick little tutorial on how to move paths from Illustrator into After Effects and use the animation stroke effect that is in After Effects. So I've created a couple of elements here, and I'm going to start out with this path that I've created down here. I'll select it, and then I'm going to go over to my Layers window, and I'm going to select the path layer as well. Now I'm going to go to Edit Copy, and then I'm going to go into After Effects, and I'm going to make a solid layer. Go to Solid, I'll choose Color, and I'm going to click OK. Now I'll simply go up to Edit and Paste, and you'll see your path on screen. Now I'm going to go up to Effect and Generate and Stroke. Like every other effect, it shows up in the panel on the left as well as in the timeline. So let's go ahead and work on it here. So if you take a look, you'll see that it says mask. So I'm going to choose all masks. Okay? And then I'm going to change the brush size. And the brush size is going to simply change the weight of that path, that stroke that's on our shape now. So I'll go ahead and I'll bump that up for the demo. And you'll see that it changes the weight. Now, the nice thing about this is that we can go in and we can animate this now. So, in order to see how this will work against the picture I've put in underneath it, I'm going to go down towards this paint style, and I'm going to choose on transparent. So it allows us to drop out that original color from our layer if we choose. So now if I was to go down to start or end, and simply drag on them, you'll notice that start is at 0. And if you were to click and drag to see how this works, you'll see that you can now keyframe these elements to animate that path. So what I'm going to do is I'll put my playback head back at the beginning. I'm going to click on the first keyframe for start. I'll move a few seconds in time. And then I'm going to complete the start and make it 100%. So if I was to drag through now, you'll notice that the path goes off screen. All right. So any path you create in Illustrator can be copy-pasted, and this function can be applied. So there's all kinds of other possibilities. So to kind of elaborate on this, I'm going to go in and I'm going to go to Effects, and I'm going to go to Blur and Sharpen, and I'm going to choose CC Radial Fast Blur. And you can see the effect now that it has on that path. I'll turn off my original photo so you can see this a little bit more clearly. So you can see the possibilities that you have using that effect and all the other effects that are in Illustrator. All right, so we're going to set up the same scenario we just went through from Illustrator to After Effects using this text element I created. Now I've converted this. Once I created my type, I went to Create Outlines. All right, you can't just leave it as a font. So now I'll go in and I'll select those elements. And once again, I'm going to go over to my Layer window and I'm going to Shift Select on the paths inside the layer. Then I'll go to Edit Copy. I will return to After Effects. I'm going to put another solid layer in, Command Y, and click OK. And I'm going to go to Edit Paste. Now, once again, I'll go to Effects, Generate, and Stroke. Once again, I want to eliminate the red of the solid, so I'll go down towards this paint style, and I'll change on original image to on transparent. And the thing you'll want to do with multiple paths, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paths, one path for each character. I'm going to go up to the corner in the effects channel. I'm going to choose all masks. Right? Now, once again, I'll change the brush weight or the brush size to make the stroke broader. If I wanted to, I could change the color at this point. And an interesting thing here is under spacing, I can increase the spacing. You see it turns it essentially into periods or dots. Okay? Now, once again, I'm going to set keyframes to animate that. I'll put my playback head at the beginning, and this time I'm going to choose end. You'll see that when you start with end, it's at 100%. All right, so if I wanted to, I could start out with 0 for end, keyframe it. I'll move in time 4 seconds, and now I'll change end to completion at 100%. So I'll turn off my background layer just so we can see this a little more clearly. So if I was to play this now, it draws it on screen consecutively. All right. So once again, possibilities, once you kind of get to your effects, and if you were going to, once again, I'll go to blur, CC Radial Fast Blur, and you can see that you've got possibilities of what you can do with this in addition to the filters and effects we've already been playing with.